One wish will amaze your friends. You only get one wish. I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the world.
A wish made by Bear, not knowing how much it would cost him. Not knowing it would bring suffering to his entire friend group, especially Nikki. But does that mean Bear is the villain of this movie? Let's find out. Bear's character. But first, let's talk about Bear on a personal level. He's a guy in his mid-20s, living alone in a house he inherited from his recently deceased grandmother. Alone, except for his cat, Sandy, whom he neglects, along with everything around him. He leaves oxycodone pills on the floor, and it kills her. Only after her death does he finally clean up the mess. Sound familiar? Because almost the exact same pattern plays out with Nikki. The wish and the neglect Bear refuses to face the truth, forcing Nikki to love him that much, that fast, is unnatural. You could say the wish itself knew that the current Nikki couldn't adapt to that level of affection so quickly. So it built a new one, slowly reshaping who Nikki was actually supposed to be. We even see Bear tell Nikki to be more like Nikki, which says everything about his blindness to the problem. The idea that Nikki could be this perfect, that you could get everything you want from a relationship, might be exactly what dooms it. That neglect, that refusal to acknowledge how unnaturally the story is unfolding, repeats itself throughout the movie. Leaving the pills unchecked, leaving Nikki trapped in a state of unnatural love. That same neglect leads to the deaths of both his friends, Ian and Sarah. And despite repeated warnings from the shopkeeper, which admittedly didn't seem that serious at the time, despite Nikki's own actions, despite her begging him to free her by any means necessary, even extreme ones, he ignores it all. Is neglect evil? Neglect is a passive form of abuse. When someone responsible for caring for another person who cannot care for themselves simply fails to. And you could clearly argue Nikki couldn't care for herself. The door scenes make that obvious. Same with the cat, an animal that can't survive in an environment that isn't natural for it, left in harm's way regardless. So does that mean Bear is completely evil? Not exactly. Ignorance. Ignorance is a lack of knowledge, information, and understanding. Bear didn't understand the wish he made. He didn't even know it was real. But some part of him wanted it to be true, wanted it to be real. The movie leans more into the relationship than the paranormal, but it still makes a point. Not all wishes are evil. Take the shopkeeper's wish, for example, which in my opinion was theorized to be about changing gender. Changing yourself also comes with consequences. But more on that later. A complex character. Bear is a mix of ignorance, neglect, and obsession. And that combination makes him a genuinely complex character. Good and bad at the same time. He just happened to take the bad path, an irreversible one. The ending. In the end, Bear realizes what he's done. He tries to take his own life and can't go through with it, out of fear. That same cowardice, present at both the beginning and the end of the movie, was one of the driving forces behind everything. He could have taken the risk, asked his crush out, faced rejection like anyone else. But no. Instead, he chose to erase her personality entirely and remake her into what he wanted. Outro. I hope you guys liked the video. This was just my own understanding of Bear's character. If you feel like I missed anything, let me know in the comments. The channel is new, so don't hesitate to drop a like and subscribe. Hope to see you guys on the next ride.